Well, it's for the benefit of the nation. Egypt's president has justified his decision to retire the country's top two generals. Mohammed Morsi added that he wasn't trying to marginalize the army, but he's also issued a new constitutional declaration granting him broader powers. Some sections of the Egyptian media describe the move as revolutionary. So who are the president's new men? They're all part of the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces that ruled Egypt after former President Hosni Mubarak left power. Defense Minister Field Marshal Hussein Tatawi has gone. He headed the military forces for 2 decades. In his place, Abdel Fattah El-Sisi. He replaces him. He was head of military intelligence and at the forefront of the drive to sideline the former spy chief and staunch Mubarak ally, Omar Suleiman. He caused major embarrassment in March last year when he defended the use of virginity tests on female protesters. Now, Sami Anan was also ordered to retire as chief of staff. In his place comes Sidki Sobhi Sayed. He's a general. He's got good relations with tribes in the Sinai where there's been unrest in recent days. Now, President Morsi also appointed the senior judge, Mahmoud Mekki, as his vice president. Mekki was part of the independent judges movement during the Mubarak era that pushed for more judicial independence. Let's go live now to Sherine Tadros, who's in Cairo. Sherine, I should imagine that Egyptians are still absorbing yet another new reality.
Yes, absolutely. It's been almost exactly 24 hours now, and still we're seeing shock and surprise on the street. I mean, love him or hate him, Mohammed Hussein Tantawi was in the minds of many Egyptians as permanent, immovable fixture in Egyptian politics. Broadly speaking, people have greeted this news with joy, and some people seeing it as a very good indication for things to come. It's received broad political support across the spectrum. But having said all of that, there are still those in the country who are very worried that the president may abuse his new powers.
Everybody loves watching dramas during Ramadan. But in Egypt, real life is a lot more compelling. People here think the surprise decision by the president to sack top generals in the military council is a positive sign.
I see it as a good thing. Change is good. I think this was the result of the attacks in the Sinai, which meant the field marshal had to be sacked.
Sunday's shake-up included appointing General El-Sisi as the defense minister. In his 50s, he's one of the youngest council members and has no combat record. He's been the director of military intelligence since the military council took power last year, and became popular with revolutionary groups when he admitted the military had conducted virginity tests on female protesters. Also appointed was Vice President Mahmoud Mekki. He's a reformist judge, also popular with the revolutionary youth, a long-time member of the Independent Judges Club, which campaigned for human rights, and is a known opponent of former President Hosni Mubarak.
Despite Mohammed Morsi not consulting with other political forces before making his moves, it seems he does have broad support. But there are those in the country who see all this as simply a power grab by the Muslim Brotherhood.
Hossein Nassar is the Deputy Culture Minister and a supporter of the military council. He's concerned about Morsi's broad powers.
It looks worrying, and having both the executive power and the legislating power in one hand is more worrying.
By taking over the powers previously held by SCAF, Morsi was able to legally rein them in.
I think President Mohammed Morsi has the power to issue what is the constitutional declaration yesterday, August 12. And I think this decrees or these decisions will be challenged on front of the administrative courts of Egypt.
Military sources insist they knew about Morsi's plans, but this could just be saving face. After months of relative calm and a semblance of stability, Egypt has been thrown right back into uncertainty.
Sherine, have you heard anything from SCAF since these announcements?
Nothing official, but we have just seen posted on a Facebook page that's affiliated to SCAF a statement that says that, well, essentially denying any rumors or reports that the military are in some sort of power battle with the president, and saying that a change in leadership was, quote, natural. And we also heard from the presidential spokesperson who has been giving a press conference. He said that Tantawi and Sami Anan, the former chief of staff who was also sacked, did know about the the fact that they were going to be dismissed before the public announcement. So it seems, for now at least, although we may see in the coming days various lawsuits being filed by lawyers against President Morsi's decree, I think, at least publicly for the SCAF, there's going to be no confrontation with the president.
All right, thanks for that, Sherine. Tadros.